A little late, but I needed to talk about this weapon. And with the content leading up to the next season, I have a chance to review most, if not all, current weapons, which is rare for me. I plan to cover all of them except for machine guns. And if I make a machine gun video, it's not going to be nice. But this video is dropping on Friday. It's Cauldron Week. It's the one that we voted on. Shame on you. It should have been Anomaly. And at the making of this video, I don't know what the Adept's going to be. Even if this video goes up at 3, 4, or in the afternoon, the video's already done. Well before Trials goes live, so I hope it's the Adept shotgun. But if it's not, we have the Ingrams. You can get the base non-Adept version, and those are fine. Those are great, and I'm going to show you that today. And as a matter of fact, all the clips in this video are non-Adept rolls. The Adept ones that I ended up getting were terrible. These are way better. When it comes to a weapon, as far as usage, a lot of things go into that equation. It's a matter of what you have, what this particular weapon brings to the table. Does it have special things? And sometimes it is enough to go for a weapon, for a role. And sometimes you're like, I can use this X weapon instead. And I have some examples of that today. The Inquisitor is extremely special. And I'm going to talk about all the reasons why I like it so much, and I do encourage you to go get one. I do. It has exactly what you need from a Slug shotgun. And as far as shotguns, the Slugs are the most consistent, the deepest one-hit kill range, massive body damage, and when Bungie brings a Slug into the game, there's actually 2 types of Slug. Depending on that type, you're going to want different things. One type is a low handling, high aim assist type, like Blasphemer, Bone Chiller, 36, 41 handling, but they have 61 aim assist. The Inquisitor happens to be the other type. It's high handling, low aim assist, but with what they did, it is the perfect Slug. It has the highest range out of all legendary Slugs at 73, 17 more range than Bone Chiller. It's got 10 more than others. It's at the top. It's got the highest stability of the legendaries at 50. The Outlier, the highest handling at 76. It has 30 more than something like Sojourner, which is going to be talked about later. 20 more than a lot of them, 10 more than most. The next right behind it is Heritage at 70. It's got the best base reload at 52, and the worst stat, aim assist of 35, which is expected. It's a perfect Slug. It is the perfect Slug once you start getting into caps. There's things that you can do with these types of shotguns, and there's things that you're limited to. But just at base, I just want to reiterate how critical it is. The bones of it. It's perfect. So here's something I want to share. Shotguns have just gotten changed like all the time, it seems. Historically, these Slugs have had a range cap, right? Meaning, let's say on the range bar, you're at 72 range, 68, 73, whatever. At a certain point on the bar, your one-hit kill is capped. So let's say that number is 72. 73 range all the way up to 100 range is not going to add to the one-hit kill range, but back then, small note, though adding more range is less impactful, non-existent for one-hit kills, it does affect bullet magnetism and aim assist. So before we had our range cap, you can get by with, let's say, 75 range, but you could add on opening shot to get past the cap, right? So Slugs were hitting at about 10.5 meters with opening shot, about 11.5. That's all changed. The testing that I did, because I was really interested, it turns out all of the range bar actually matters on this thing now. There are gains to be made. It's small, but the entire stat bar has some worth. You do get some tangible benefit. So the new cap is actually 100 range, believe it or not. Sounds crazy. 100 range is right at 10 meters. I'm gonna go through some tests on screen. So this shotgun has 83 range with Fragile Focus. Fragile Focus adds plus 20 range, so it hits the 100 threshold. 10 meters, it drops all resilience. And go a little bit further, right past that, right past 10, it degrades. Severe fall off, so no one-hit kill. We have 93 range. So it has 83 on the stat bar. It has Alacrity. Alacrity gives plus 10 range. At 10 meters, it's not a one-shot. It doesn't do it. Get down into the 9s, it one-shots. We have first in, last out. It has 83 range with opening shot. Again, this is the threshold. Opening shots plus 25 range. Right at 10 meters, as predicted, it one-shots. At 11, bad fall off. And then finally, just to kind of show it, right at 10 meters, this is 83 range. I get hit, Fragile Focus goes away. It does not one-shot. Once Fragile Focus comes back into play, adding the plus 20 range, hitting the cap of 100, it one-shots. So what we can take away, you're going to be getting around a little under 9, let's say 9 meters, with this shotgun at base. It's 73 range, like right around 9. And the range that you add up to 100 gets you to 10, the cap. So if you have, let's say, 91 range, 95 range, it's going to hit about 9.7, 9.8, not the full 10. It is wild. And with the shotgun, we can really min-max this thing. It's special enough to do that. And like I said, the perfect Slug. We have opening shot on this thing, and though changed, it is still the pound for pound perk to go for. It adds range to hit the cap, plus 25. And I want to say again, even if you're already, let's say, at 100 range on the bar, it still gives magnetism, massive aim assist, accuracy help. It's a cheat code. To me, that's the chase. I don't have one. Again, that's what I'm going for this weekend, Adept or not. And I just went over Mindbender. a miserable shotgun, miserable to use. So this one, it's full kit. Before I get into how to spec this thing out, I want to talk about some of the rules that you've been seeing or will see. This one right here is 100 handling, 83 range, fragile focus. It double caps. And to me, honestly, the biggest thing about this shotgun is how easily it gets to 100 handling. 100 handling is a game changer. It's a huge deal. And it does it easily. Like seriously, put on quick charge on your armor, it's at 96 handling, like it's there already. It's the ability to bring it out swiftly, effortlessly. It has so much play. You got that 10 meter kill range, fastest equip speed possible. It wins more engagements. It simply wins more. In this particular role, that's all that matters. Like I hit the caps, the thing's ready to go. It's gonna perform peak because of that. Granted, fragile focus, perk's gonna be there, it's not gonna be there. I'll talk about that later on in the perk section. It's obviously a clear winner between opening shot and fragile focus. Then in this role, if you've seen Swashbuckler on the screen, it's tunnel vision swash. One shot body shots using the deadly reach strider, melee final swash ×5, one shot slug. And tunnel vision real quick, not the first choice. You get a kill, you chamber in a round, plus 20 aim assist, that helps its lowest stat, and it also gives, even if you have 100 handling, an ADS scaler for a snappy aim down sights. And tunnel vision on a slug's actually really good. Like on Sojourner, it's really good. Then, something like this, 91 handling, base 73 range, demo, fragile focus. And I can put on Accurize for 83 range, that helps hit the cap of 100 range. So like I said, even if you don't get Adept, you can hit caps with this thing. So I actually want to first start with the perks and work my way back because you can do some cool things. And what's crazy cool about this thing, the position that it's in, it can hit 100 handling, 100 range pretty easily. Like if the perks fall, you can ease up on the mag, masterwork, and barrel. And if the mag, masterwork, barrel falls greatly, you can ease up on the perks. Here's what I mean. Like in column 3, tunnel vision, demolitionist, pulse monitor, 4 times a charm, perpetual motion, steady hand, subsistence. Final column, fragile focus, golden tricorn, harmony, opening shot, swash, adrenaline junkie, under over. Again, opening shot is the chase. It's way too good to pass up. Plus 25 range, all the goodness of the accuracy and aim assist help. And this means, because of the plus 25 range, anywhere else on the shotgun, if you add range to it, barrel, mag, masterwork, adept, whatever it is, it hits 100 range. Out of the gate. That's what's crazy. And that's what I mean by if you land one perk, you can really ease up on the other side. Like if you were to get out of the gate, perpetual motion, opening shot, at ×2, it gets you 291 handling. The range is at 98. And Adept actually helps this weapon a ton. It helps you complete rolls, and you can fill in where you need it. But let's stay at opening shot for a second. It's such a strong perk with such strong base stats. Though not ideal, tunnel vision is going to be okay. Demo is going to be okay. And remember, demo on a special gives 20% grenade on your kill. It's really good. Steady hands is great for it. Subsistence is going to be okay. Like, why not? If you have opening shot, that carries it. Maybe you grind until you can't grind anymore. As long as you have opening shot, you're gold. And beyond that, it's going to be your damage perks. Swash, junkie, tricorn. Those rank high because that can push out the one-hit kill distance because you're pushing out damage. Now for PvE, real quick, if it falls, we have 4th time tricorn. It's very easy to get tricorn ×2 with Arc 3.0. Then you can add on font. You can add on a whole bunch of stuff. Demo adrenaline junkie is awesome. Like there's a little beast PvE shotty here as well. Be on the lookout for that. But here's the crazy amount of leeway and play that you have with Inquisitor. So those two important things, range and handling. The Adept comes in big. If you don't have Adept, that's okay. I've shown you, and looking at my rolls, it can be okay. The two main barrels are Corkscrew and Fluted. Corkscrew goes to 78 range, 81 handling. Fluted is 91 handling. So at that point, something like Perpetual Motion gets you to 100 handling. Quick Charge gets you to 100 handling. We have Dexterity on the shotgun. You get it. It can be done. You want one of those two things with Accurized. Range and Masterwork will get it to 93 range. Handling to 100. Then you Adept from there. Fill in the missing link. Like if you know you can make up handling, put on a range masterwork. Again, even with 100 range opening shot, it's still perfect because of the accuracy benefits. That's really why you're using it. And those can be flopped, right? So say the masterwork falls range, you can go Adept handling. If the masterwork falls handling, you can go Adept range. One way gets it to 100 range, 91 handling. The other is 100 handling, 91 range. So when it falls, think about all the crazy things that are going on, because one side of the gun can really help you out on the other side of the gun. An opening shot just wins out. Like if you have Perpetual Motion, will it get you to 100? Adding on Quick Charge, Dexterity, whatever it is. How can you min-max this thing to 100 range, 100 handling? Then there's also a play for something like Extended Mag. Adept Icarus, maybe some exotics. This thing can get to like 70, 80 airborne. Like this thing is just completely nuts. Like I said, it's perfect. And earlier I talked about it, some things that are comparable. You might be looking at this, it might not be worth using. Like a good comparison is Fortissimo, like if you get the like absolute god roll, which is Very hard to do. We also have Sojourners. Like, check out mine. This thing's a beast. Like, I took it out, started playing with it. I'm like, man, this thing's still really good. Threat Detector opening. So Threat Detector gives a handling scaler with its 78 handling. The total range with the opening shot is 92. It is really good. And remember, with Destiny, like, player preference is a thing. People tell me how great Waking Vigil, Annual Skate is. Haven't been killed by it in about 6 months. I think that they're terrible. Some people like Reese Walker, others Wastelander, some people Ice Luna, others Palindrome. That's fine, that's okay. But as far as a legendary Slug, when you add in how easy it is to double cap this thing on the 2 most important stats on a shotgun, it's Inquisitor. It's gotta be. And then if you were to go like Steady Hands opening shot, like you're simulating Threat Detector there, because Steady Hands is super quick draw for all of your weapons. And it's so much play, so much to kit out. It's top shelf, and it's one of those things that I really hope that you go for, and I hope that you get a good one. Manipulate those stats with your mods on their armor, with the perks, with the barrels, mag, masterwork, and if you have it, the Adept mod. There is a 100 range, 100 handling Slug there. There is, and it's 100% worth going for. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about Inquisitor down below. What do you think about it? What roles do you like? Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.